from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tiger, 19, Riggs. Let go.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go! Cougar 19!
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Dolphins at 2-6 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Warriors 70s. Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 Mavericks, 60.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ready? Cowboys, left wing, right team. Dragon 60, 18, Pioneer. Seven Pirates, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Newberry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jamison Williams
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Point after here coming up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And they'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, this is Amari in Hampton.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In motion comes the tight end left. Murray going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Back to throw. Newberry. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fernandez. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Fernandez. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Come on, come on. Set. Warrior 70. 19 Lions. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Cowboy 80.
2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go, Cowboy 80. Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Newberry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jaden Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Murray now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Warriors 70!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Fernandez. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newberry. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll have the Dolphins first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Cougar 19! Ready?
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
77 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Go!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to fumble, and it's a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Come back. Omaha.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Shot. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Newberry. He's airing it out for Williams.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover.
Forward.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Murray back near his goal line. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, every
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Deputy! Nice, go!
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Maybe he hits him in stride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On now the Miami field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now to throw. Going up top. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 18 Rattler. 19 tight. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Newberry. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Mustang 19, Bronco 8, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. Trap 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. Cup 19. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. Steady.
Back to throw. Newberry. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
6. 18 Card. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer. 19 Lion. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jaden Higgins as the 1st half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. The try here for the extra point. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly is told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
2nd and 10.
Coach. Omar. Hey.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half from Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Across the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action, make it look like the same exact play, and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now this time, Murray to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Hampton. Shreds the tackle. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now Murray off play action. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing, is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Murray going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Come on.
They will run forward with Hampton. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I don't know no better. When I got Richard E. Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Diamonds on me.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's trap 50, trap 60. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Newberry. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Newberry. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Charger, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Type, 19 Type. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Newberry. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Dolphins 31, Rams nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Get it! Viking, 18! 18, Rattler. Ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Newberry. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
At the 44-yard line.
Sixty Bison.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, go throw it. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready, go!
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Cup 19. Trap 60. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Newberry. Over the middle, complete. That's Fernandez. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Easy. Yeah.
Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
In motion goes the tight end.
Green. 2.
Throwing now is Murray. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Rams 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Caught here, right side, Noel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. He's into space past the 25. And down to the 19-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Murray to air it out again. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That's one.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Murray's got to have this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and goal, Rams.
Hampton is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuck from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Trey McBride, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Yeah, really with I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All the books TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Fernandez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Newberry. He finds his man, complete. It's Fernandez. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Here's 2nd and 3. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here we go, start. 60 vices, 60 vices.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Rams 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Murray now going to do it himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Go on, Eric.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Whoa, what? Hard. Big ass open, big ass open. Buzz. Hey, Larry. Stop.
Now Murray. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Now 2nd and 3.
Empty. Hold on, hey. Move.
Murray, one final try. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer. True I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, fight Q-tip, unleash Shahid. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, pep, I see. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 17s and enjoy my boat cruise.
That's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like you cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living, nah, but it chose.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
It's so typical and visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change.
Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jerk up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll put through north till the boys get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet.
face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it,
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. Then it's only me. Wait till they give me a team. 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 They want to scheme, 'cause I want to sing. And she want a team. And she want a team. She want a team. I'm a dive about. I'm a day rushing to write about.
Football weather has arrived and things are getting interesting. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 10 edition of the Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is the tight end, Tyler Warren. He's open in the middle of the field. They get it to him. It's a foot race, and he won't lose it. This will wind up as a 72-yard touchdown grab. The Raiders move to 7-2 as they get the win here. Why don't we move on now and check in on another big midseason matchup. And this is Bo Nix. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Cowboys move their mark to 8-1 as they get the victory. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers hosting the New York Giants. And this is Theo Johnson. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Giants get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's Tyler Warren. He's going to haul it in middle of the field, and from there it's a foot race, and they won't catch him. Up.
What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector. Shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison.